Yo, well, we're back at it again. So, I talked to my son the other day, and he said something. He said, "I'm just trying to find the courage to do it." And I told him, I said, "Babe, that don't exist. You can't find it. There's not anything in your body, not a bone, not a muscle. There's nothing like that in your body where that is starred, right? You can't, I mean, you can probably think of, okay, how am I going to say this, right? But there's nothing that ever tells you, yo, Rock, you're ready to talk about this thing, or yo, Rock, you are ready to face your fears. Yo, Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not real. It's not real. Where that comes from is just doing it. If you need to speak on something that might be uh, scary or embarrassing, or I mean, like the worst things that you can possibly think of. It, and that makes me think right now. Like, it's so easy to talk about how, yo, guess what I did yesterday? I went and it was so easy to start talking about your accomplishments, but it's not. You hear more accomplishments than you hear mistakes, right? At least that's what I hear out here in my world. But anyhow, that muscle is only built by doing it, like working out, like eating healthy. Like you have to create a habit of doing something in order for that to be strong within yourself. It's not something that tells you, yo, in here or in here maybe. Like, there's nothing there that says, yo, you're ready. That's a choice that you have to do on your own. You have to make that on your own, right? And you know something, and he misunderstood me when I said this part. He said, "So you don't want me to come to you whenever let's just say, make a mistake?" I said, "No, baby." I said, "What I don't want, and everybody should feel this way. If you have somebody coming to you venting their problems or something that they're struggling with, whatever it is, they should come to you with not the aftermath, but everything before that. Before we get to that part, before we get to this part, we need to be hearing about this part. We need to be hearing about this part, not this part. This part is after things have already been said and done, or choices have been made. This part right here are the feelings, the thoughts, uh, the the struggle, the temptation. You name it. That's what this part is. That's what this part is. So I told him, I said, I want you to come to me with this. And this is how I really did it too, yo. I said, I want you to come to me with this part. Not so much this part. If this part happens, that's okay. Mistakes will be made. But I need to know this part also. I need to know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And I want to know that you are putting your best efforts. And again, this goes for everybody. I had a buddy of mine, he was like, this was a long time ago. He was like, yo, dog, man, can you pray for me? Because, things ain't working out too well for me in my relationships and X, Y, and Z. And at the time, I was like, all right, cool. And then after a while, after I grew more, I spend a lot of time up in here, yo. I spend mad time in here. Just, I guess, trying to understand how to communicate, how to be open, and how to deal with real life situations, right? And this, what the hell is that? Huh. But anyhow, over time, I realized, I'm like, yo, like, I don't even know the problem. I don't even know how you're getting into those situations. So how can I pray for you and want the best for you when I don't even know how you got yourself into that? You could be the problem. You could be the one setting yourself up to end up in those situations. So after I realized that, I was like, I don't want to pray for nobody. Not in a like negative way, but like, I don't even know how to pray for people anymore. The best way that I can pray for somebody is, yo, Lord, I pray that they make the best decision for themselves as possible. If it includes you, if those decisions include you in the way that you want us to think and operate, that's what I hope that they can do. But I'm not wishing well for somebody that, I think I said that wrong. I do wish you well, but if you're getting yourself into these situations, leave me out of it. I don't want nothing to do with that, to be real. Going back, I told my son, baby, you can come to me with all of this stuff. First, though. First. If you make a mistake, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I need to know that you're trying your hardest. And I need to know whenever these feelings and these thoughts are coming to you. That way we can figure out how to maneuver around it. And I'm still trying to, like, I talked to God last night. I was like, I don't know how to help him through this. And I really wish that this is where my guardians and my parents would have gave me some information on. Because they didn't even teach me how to deal with these type of things. So I don't even know what to do. I'm trying to figure it out. I believe in being creative. People say, okay, hang on. I'm just going to go there real quick. We are created in God's image, right? That doesn't mean we're gods by any means. We're human beings. We make mad mistakes. We're brilliant. We're very deep, intriguing creatures. But we are not gods. God is a creator, right? Art exists, right? Art exists. That's one way he created us in his image. And when I create something, like, I'm extremely fulfilled. And a lot of times that helps me not get through something, maybe coping with something. It doesn't remove me from reality. Nothing like that. So anyway, I told my son, get creative, bro. And he's deep into music right now. He plays violin. Kid's a natural. That was just a suggestion. Just be creative. And maybe that can help you not take your mind off of it, but helping you live with it, cope with it, even. Nothing that you have going on inside your body. Man, I really wish it was fall right now, man. Anyway, nothing going on inside your body, mostly the negative stuff. That stuff it won't go away. You have to learn how to live with that stuff. Anxiety and depression. It will never go away. You have to learn how to live with it. It's a part of you now. It always has been. You probably didn't recognize what it was at one point. There's no such thing as escaping reality. I hate that. Like, I like to play games. I'm a big gamer. I love Chronos: The New Dawn, by the way. I can't get enough of it. PlayStation 5. Anyhow, I like to game. And people go like, yo, like, why do you game? And I've seen responses like, it just kind of helps me escape reality for a little while. But you got to come back to it. So how do you feel whenever you come back to reality? Why would you want to escape reality? You have to learn how to live what's going on in your life. Stop saying these things like escaping. You're not escaping anything. Because once you kill the game or whatever it is that you do to escape reality, you're going to come right back to it. It's real. Reality. So anyway, boy, I really wish I had my parents and my guardians teaching me really good things, like how to conduct myself, how to deal with hardships, how to deal with inner turmoil. How do I deal with a lot of this stuff? Real life. Parenting is hard as hell. It can be. And a lot of these things are stupid real. Like what I'm dealing with now. Like, my kids getting to a certain age was a milestone, is a milestone. I can't wait till they're 16. Like, that's another one I'm gonna be like, dude, I made it. I don't care about what the shit that people say. Oh, just wait until they turn 16. Oh, just wait until they turn 18. Oh, whenever they're out of high school, see ya. I hate that. But nah, dog, like, anyway. Life got real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. And I just wish I had, no, I don't wish. Because I don't even know where the hell wishes go. So I hate to say, I wish that, you know, hopeful thinking is what you're doing. But I hope that I can find the answers for my kids, even for myself, on how to deal with some of these things. And it's crazy that it's in my head that, yo, like, how do I help my kid with that? You know, I feel like I have a lot of information inside of me, but some of these things I struggle with. So it's like, man, I don't have an answer for you, baby, but I know how to deal with it, and we can just do what we do some art, you know? I don't, I, I don't know. Yes, I do know. What am I saying? I do know. So, learn something. Learn how to deal with everything that life throws at you. Don't try to escape anything, and give that information to your kids, to your nieces and nephews if you don't have kids. You have plenty of time too. I don't want to hear nothing say I'm just too busy. You better make time. If that's the case, don't tell your kid they need to find a good paying job. Don't help that kid learn who they are. And it's an ongoing journey, if you will. But what you need to do is you need to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, kid. I promise you. I promise you, it's one of the best things that you can do for yourself is focus on yourself. Learn what it is that you love, what you're passionate about, what makes you fulfilled, what makes you happy. Those things, my boy, my girl, that stuff is treasure. I don't let nobody tell you that anything different. They'll tell you what school you need to go to. They'll tell you that you need to have a job that pays an X amount of money. They'll tell you you need a lot of friends. They'll tell you to play as many sports as you can. Oh man, but they won't tell you to learn about yourself, to learn about God even. I don't understand why learning who God is such it's such a bad thing. What's so bad about that? What's so bad about learning about God, learning about Jesus? Tell me. But people trust so much in horoscopes and fortune tellers. God dang, oh, it was a sign. It was a sign. What do you got to lose? What do you have to lose believing in him? What do you have to lose? I'm just saying. I know I believe in him, and he's brought me a long way, and I've learned a ton. The information that I'm saying out loud, like, a lot of that came from him. Being alone. Isolation is not a bad thing. When you're surrounded by all these, it's just noise, opinions. And then all that starts to mold you. If you don't have a foundation, if you're not solid. "21 minutes? Holy moly." I'll see you later.